Hello everybody and welcome back. The last couple of days have been a little bit hectic for PSVR2 stuff, so I haven't had time to catch up with the latest PSVR2 news, but we're here. Amidst the sales, game releases, and Gran Turismo updates, a lot has happened, so let's catch up with it. Before we do that though, only 25% you are subscribed, so if you feel like subbing to the channel for all things PSVR2 and VR related, please feel free to do so. Also, thank you to our patrons and YouTube members who bring this content to you. All of them are on screen right now, and this would not be possible without them. First up, the team over at Breaches have released a look at their brand new map, which you're seeing on screen right now. Of course, Season 2 is out for Breaches at the moment. If you're a big player of that game, you'll already know, but the new map looks like an arcade and it is looking fantastic. Reminds me a bit of Theme Park from Rainbow Six Siege if you've played that, with the arcade scattered about, and I can't wait to jump in and see what this one is like when it launches. The last map they released, Dam, I actually really enjoyed playing on, and it was seriously impressive in terms of scale on the outside of that map too, so hopefully this one lives up to the hype. Build the Light Studio actually got in touch over the last week, and I hadn't really seen anything from these guys before, but from looking at their website, they made a game called The Bounds VR, which is part of an overall project called Project Louisiana. They say this is inspired by games such as Resident Evil and Silent Hill, and will let you explore a mansion and unravel its secrets. You head through the swamps of New Orleans, investigating your daughter's disappearance, unraveling the mysteries of a voodoo cult whose interest seems to be revolving around your daughter. A pretty classic horror setup, and over on their Twitter account, they released a trailer which shows off their release window for the game, along with some new footage for us to dig into, showing off some telekinesis powers, some horror moments, and some overall pretty good looking gameplay for how early on they are. This is built on Unreal Engine, and unfortunately they're looking at 2026 for the PSVR2 version of the game. Over on the Ancient Dungeon Discord server, the dev has announced that the PSVR2 update for multiplayer is coming next and bringing over content that's getting released on Quest and on Steam, so bringing up the PSVR2 versions to all other platforms. After that, they're focusing on crossplay for PSVR2, and I cannot wait for this. Ancient Dungeon is such a good game, and I've been waiting for the multiplayer update to jump in with a friend or two. If you're looking at gameplay on screen right now and thinking the game looks a little basic, the art style looks much better in the headset, and it's one of the sharpest games on PSVR2. It genuinely runs and plays so smoothly, it is utterly fantastic. But yeah, Ancient Dungeon multiplayer shouldn't be too far away, so if you've been looking forward to that, it's on its way. Green Hell multiplayer is also coming out fairly soon on December 16th. Unfortunately, it won't have crossplay between different platforms, but after the update is released, they'll look into doing crossplay eventually down the line. I did enjoy Green Hell, although it did have some flaws, but ultimately my rule for VR is that if co-op gets added, usually the game increases in fun factor tenfold. One other example of this is Phasmophobia. On launch especially, it had a lot of issues in VR. It's a lot better now, but even at launch, as soon as I jumped in with friends, it was just fantastic fun. I'm hoping Green Hell will be the same. I'll be interested to see how the loading screens work between each player, whether you can actually traverse from section to section on your own, whether it will bring the other player with you, whether it can render both of those environments at the same time. I'm not sure, we'll have to see, but I'm still excited to jump in back into the jungle and see how it plays in multiplayer. Over on the Urban Wolf Games Discord server, the Legendary Tales devs have detailed some interesting things about their plans for the future games and DLC for Legendary Tales. They revealed that they entered negotiations with Meta to port Legendary Tales to the Meta platform. Unfortunately, the talks did not work out and the devs declined, and this has led to them also boycotting them in future endeavors. The team instead is spending their time on a DLC for Legendary Tales. A teaser has been put on their Discord, and they've also announced they're looking at making a hybrid flat and VR game next, and after that, maybe leaving VR development, which would absolutely suck, since Legendary Tales is one of the best games on the platform. However, I'm still excited for their next project, and for the DLC for Legendary Tales, of which we have this teaser. You can also now go and wishlist Subside on the PS Store. This launched on PCVR early this year, and it looks absolutely fantastic. It is stunning inside the headset, and reminds me a lot of the PSVR world's underwater level. If you're looking for some underwater exploration with some of the best looking visuals in VR, this will be one to look for. No word on a release date yet, but hopefully we'll get that soon, as Kana, the solo dev of this game, has been putting together the PSVR2 trailer to show off. And finally, unfortunately, we've been hit with another delay for Starship Troopers Continuum. This all started when people who pre-ordered the game started getting refunds. At first, we thought the game might be cancelled, which would be awful, but it's just been delayed. They put out a statement saying thank you to all the fans who have joined us on MetaQuest for the launch of Starship Troopers Continuum. To address feedback from the Quest release and ensure the PlayStation VR2 version is the best it can be, we wanted to let you know that the PSVR2 release scheduled for November 25th has just been slightly delayed. We know you've been waiting for a long time, and we're committed to delivering the best possible experience on all platforms. We truly appreciate your patience and can't wait to see you on the battlefield soon. Thank you for your understanding and continued support. Now, it really sucks to see, but hopefully it won't be for too long. I'm just wondering what improvements they can even make in such a small time frame. Maybe it's visual improvements, maybe it's on the gameplay side of things to fix some things up from the meta release. We'll have to wait and see. It has actually had very positive reactions from players and reviewers alike, so I'm optimistic for the launch of this one, as I'm a big Starship Troopers fan. Anyway, that'll do us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below which of these updates was disappointing or exciting for you. Are you excited for Subside? Are you disappointed in Starship Troopers being delayed? Do let me know in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one.